to say about the first episode. I really
Okay. Yeah, and that's how we start. Hello, guys. It's me, Lightning Boy, on YouTube. And yes, it's another Doctor Who review. Today, we're doing 2 episodes. We're doing Rosa and Arachnids in the UK. Now, basically, Ben is good to keep quiet about Rosa. Otherwise, he may end up like Clarkson or Piers Morgan. There you go. His lips sealed. Okay. So so Rosa. It was a pretty good episode. There was a lot of good lines in. They made reference, of course, to the 50s, because of course in the 50s you had big entertainers like Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra. So when they arrived in the 50s, Graham said, "Can we see Elvis?" And then the Doctor says, "Elvis, don't ever give him a mobile phone." And there's another line with Sinatra. What was it? What was the Sinatra line? Don't give him the mobile phone as well.
Something like that, yeah. I think it was that she gave him, at the time, gave Sinatra a mobile.
Ah, yeah. And then maybe customize it in his way. There you go. Got a Frank Sinatra joke. The Doctor must have been a stranger in the night. Okay, that's enough of that now. Oh, God. Right, here we go. So the episode starts with the Doctor and her friends in the TARDIS. They capture... the TARDIS captures some Artron energy. In case younger viewers, new viewers don't know what Artron energy is the energy the TARDIS basically runs on. My first memory of seeing it and mentioned in The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, the Sarah Jane Adventure story, in which the TARDIS has trouble deteriorizing.
It's kind of similar to, for those people who have seen and know Doomsday, it's kind of similar to Chronon energy.
Yeah, it is. And I think Artron... Oh, hang on, I'm hearing myself twice. Have I got this on YouTube? Oh, no, I haven't got it on YouTube. Well, it's on my YouTube channel, but I'm not watching my own YouTube video. Oh, God. Anyway, Artron energy, I think first came to its term in the 70s, I believe, where it was introduced in a John Pertwee story. I think. But anyway, so yeah, and then they arrive in Alabama, 1955. Yes, well, we thought they might give us a bit of Lynyrd Skynyrd, but obviously they didn't want to be a free bird, so sorry. So I really have got to stop this. I've made 2 Sinatra jokes, and I've no free Sinatra jokes actually. Oh God! Right. Anyway, so they obviously end up meeting Rosa Parks, end up bumping into her. Now, I must admit, while I've heard of Martin Luther King, I never had heard of Rosa Parks, but this episode had been rumored. Before it was confirmed officially, that was what the rumors were.
For a while.
Yeah, it's probably because Martin Luther King had that famous speech, if I can dream, that everybody is a Mercedes-Benz.
I had a dream.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, yeah, if I had a dream.
Yeah, I had a dream.
Oh, yeah. What's the Elvis song that... there's one that... If I Can Dream. That's the Elvis song. Sorry. Going rather off topic. Very awkwardly. Time to move on, I think. By the way, don't take this when he said I had a dream that a Mercedes-Benz, that was an advert that used stock footage from that, and so please don't take any offense at that. But well, okay. I'm walking over a very tight rope, so I think I should just get on with it. So anyway, they meet Rosa Parks, and she asks them what they're doing here because it's obviously very dangerous. So yeah, and do you want to take it from here?
Right, I've got to remember the episode. So after that, we see for the first time our villain. We don't know who he is at this point. He's a bit mysterious.
Yes.
He arrives at the TARDIS, tries to get in, and it's the first time in a long while we've seen the shielding, the extrapolator shielding.
Yes, the time vortex manipulator. Is that what you meant?
No, he blasts the TARDIS with energy, and we actually see the extrapolator shielding from season 1.
It's been a long time since I watched Eccleston. Okay.
That may be an Easter egg, I don't know. I just thought it was really neat to see that again.
Yeah, well, who knows? So yeah. So anyway, they arrive and they meet Rosa Parks, and obviously, if you were traveling in time, and you would want to try change an event in history, but of course that's a fixed point in time, meaning that it cannot be changed. And if you do change it, you get a lovely paradox on your hand. That's great.
Well, either that or certain people wouldn't be able to exist today. Saying no more.
Yeah. So yeah. Yes. So yes. So Mr. Steele, that's his name. Mr. Steele. That sounds very good in the X Factor man's voice. Strikes Ryan in the face, warning Ryan not to touch his wife again. The Doctor, Graham, and Yaz race. Oh, I've already said about that because they meet Rosa Parks there. Okay. Anyway, Rosa leaves. The Doctor quickly scanning her and finding Ultron energy is flooding around her. Meanwhile, Krasko, who's the villain, played by Josh Bowerman.
Yeah, Roman or something.
Josh Bowman. There we go. Not the easiest of names. He plays Krasko. Well, given that he has the vortex manipulator. Anyway, so yes, Krasko is a great villain, and particularly when I was watching Josh's performance, I thought he would make a good master. He's got the beard for it, he has. Obviously, that's not in your job description to be the master. You don't need a beard, as John Sim particularly.
The first major disagreement on these videos.
Oh, hang on. Well, Eric Roberts didn't have the beard.
I was not a fan of Krasko at all.
Oh, I thought he'd make a brilliant master.
I thought he was very flat. I thought he, apart from the fact that all that he really is a future racist.
Time agent, or
no, just a future racist who ended up killing 2,000 people and got put in Storm Cage.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Storm Cage. I do like that name. I hope we do see Storm Cage, and maybe that's where the Shadow Proclamation is. Maybe.
Oh, it's where Riversong was held, wasn't it? Storm Cage prison.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember her being in prison, but I don't remember the.
Yeah,
it's been a long time since I've watched Matt Smith's era. Gonna have to get watching them again. So yeah. Anyway. Yes. So Krasko finds the Doctor's TARDIS, unable to get in. We figure out, I think he's a time agent, which is the same as Jack and. Pardon?
Either he is or he used to be a time agent.
Yeah. So he's like Jack, and he's like, oh, what's the evil guy from Torchwood? Something Hart. John Hart?
Yes, no.
Yeah, he's basically like those. He blasts it with his vortex. Oh no, he doesn't blast it with his vortex manipulator. He blasts it with his temporal displacement weapon, only to find it further shielded. Disgruntled, he leaves it to be. Elsewhere, the Doctor and the gang convene at a bar. There, Ryan and Yaz discuss learning about Rosa Parks at school, all awed by the fact she refused to give up her seat on a bus on the 1st of December 1955. And yeah, do you want to take it from here?
Very quickly after this, they are kicked out of the bar for Yaz and Ryan being of a certain race.
Yes.
With white people not being too fond of others.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to be careful.
Yes, yeah. I know you're doing a good job.
Yeah, and they and basically there's this before they move on, there is this nice line by Graham, which is, have you ever noticed we never get any food?
Oh yeah.
If you look at past Doctor episodes, yeah, when does the Doctor eat?
Well, fish fingers and custard.
And Voyage of the Damned, I think that's like some of the only few that I can think off the top of my head.
Yes. Well, the Titanic had quite a banquet, so it'd be impossible to refuse, unless they were serving aliens, which I think I'd pass on that one.
That was Indian blood. That would be an awful generation.
Yeah, dying of diarrhea.
I mean, it was good for Elvis. All the companions say they're not leaving the Doctor's side, even though the Doctor says it's probably best for at least two of the companions to go back to the TARDIS, but they were flat refused.
Yeah. Yes.
And the Doctor continues searching for this Archon energy.
Yeah.
As nearly said Archon energy. That's practice. They find a old warehouse where there's a suitcase, which may or may not be relevant.
Okay.
And they find inside the suitcase future technology, which is when the Doctor and her companions for the first time meet Kraskow.
Yeah.
As he tries to send them into another time zone.
Yeah.
And then after a very rushed, basically chase scene, the Doctor and Kraskow for the first time sort of stand off.
Yeah.
Which is still a great moment by Jodie Whittaker. Just being strong and you're not gonna mess around with time on my hands, basically.
Yeah, I like it. She's shown that she's bouncy, but although, however, she is yet to show her true emotion, I would say.
Yeah, it's one of those, I think, she's being very sort of Series 5 Matt Smith, in my opinion. Like, that she's basically figuring out how to be the character before we start going into the personal element of the character.
Well, yes, it's her first series, so...
Exactly. But I think also Chibnall is doing that purposefully as well, to give Jodie the time, but also give himself time learning how to write the Doctor.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. So yeah, we get some really nice moments, some really nice lines.
Yeah. And we have this good scene when the Doctor and Graham says he's Steve Jobs, and they're planning their new invention, which was
that's beautiful.
That was a great scene. That was.
I was almost crying with laughter at that point. It was really funny.
And why was he crying at laughter? Well, one of the gags that the doctor, Graham said to the doctor that she's not Banksy, to which the doctor replied, "Or am I?" And then they reprised that joke at the end, but luckily they just did it twice, because if they did it 5 times, it would really get stale.
That joke even came back in a later episode. I'd love it.
Well, there's no point bringing back a joke just for the sake of it.
No, I just think they see some alien or Earth or whatever, like graffiti, which is like really weird.
Now where have I seen that? Fear her. Check that episode.
Don't check that. I think Graham could just go, "Is that your work?" just as a nod to the episode.
Yes. Yeah, and then the doctor confronts Krasko, and it's this great scene. It does feel rushed, particularly that's when it does feel rushed. All the bits with Krasko in, particularly.
It does feel like Krasko was sort of thrown in because there had to be
a villain. Yeah.
Yeah. There's other channels who do Doctor Who stuff.
YouTube,
around YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
Check out like Full Fat Videos and
or EMS Productions is a person I've subscribed to who is very good.
Also, GameSpot Universe, they've been doing some really good ones. Check them out because I think at least one of them did a video where they said how they would have done Rosa, and I think some of them are really inspired. I won't steal that thunder, but I think it's something really cool for you guys to check out.
Yeah. And well, basically, particularly the moment that's rushed for me is Ryan is just very easily able to defeat Krasko. Like, there you go, bang. That's the end. It's like I was wanting more. I was wanting a big confrontation, but
I mean, I don't think we've seen the last of him.
Really? Mind you, you may be right about the Stenzers, so who knows? If you are right, the money will be getting to you.
I'm still waiting for my brownie points from the last time.
And yeah, basically, the rest of the episode, if you know about Rosa Parks, it's basically just it's that basically. There's nothing really more interesting to say. Yeah. So let's talk about the overall production. This wasn't really an episode for visual effects.
Although, to be perfectly honest, it's just like episode 1 to the cinematic appeal.
Yes.
To anyone who follows media or filming,
yeah,
the cinematography and the shot layout and the grading on the images is just beautiful.
It is brilliant. Yeah.
I would have loved the first scene of Rosa to actually have had rain, because how they would have utilized that would have been beautiful, probably. But
rain.
Yeah, the very first scene in Rosa.
Yeah.
That was a real event, but the bus driver kicked her out of the bus, but in the rain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, maybe the actress just didn't like getting out. The cinematic appeal is just amazing this season.
Yeah.
This episode is just phenomenal.
And the episode is written on the screenwriting duties by author Mallory Blackman, and Chris Chibnall, being the greedy man he is writing another episode. Come on, Chris, you've written 2 already. Don't be greedy now. I don't want to see you write too much.
It's his baby.
No. No. I set strict rules for him. You do episode 1 and 2, then you have a few episodes you do, maybe 5 or 6, and then the series finale. That is it.
I think you may need to go back and check some of Russell T Davis's series.
maybe I'm just going a bit crazy. Yeah. And the director is Mark Tondonrai. He's a complicated name to pronounce. Pronounce. Oh God. Yeah. He, as well as being the director, is actually a camera operator as well. So you would have found him operating the camera as well as being director. And I think that if you're the director and camera operator, you can set your vision very clearly if you operate the camera as well.
I mean, the guy, he didn't in Rosa, but he is also an editor as well. He's made a lot of stuff where he's basically been in almost every aspect of production. He's a really talented guy.
Oh right, have you seen his name pop up in non-Doctor?
I've looked him up because he's also done a few Netflix things as of late.
Oh, that'll be why it's looking quite cinematic. Because let's face it, even though Doctor, the grading, it's always the grading. Well, the new Who has, obviously, because classic Who was shot half on film and half on videotape, because on those days film was very expensive, and the BBC didn't really have the money to spend on it then.
That's why some of the reels that people find go for millions if they sell.
Yeah, and that's why you get that effect when you can tell when it's film in the classic series, and then when you get a soap opera effect, so that's no grading, particularly the studio shots, that's videotape, and the stuff particularly outside, that's film. So yeah.
They did like purposeful grading in certain scenes in Rosa, which to make it look 50s, I thought was quite neat.
No, I thought it still looked modern, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. So they used this an editing technique to keep it looking modern and cinematic, but they put a very, very slight filter over it.
Oh, okay.
If you watch it back and you look close enough, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, like I say, I annoy my parents when I'm commenting on like the director's view, and
boy, do I know about that. I'm a filmmaker. Jesus, I drive my parents all crazy all the time with film stuff.
It's because they just want to watch the film in peace, isn't it? It's because we've seen so many behind the scenes stuff. We just see it from the director's view. We see it from the voice actor's view. It's just, that's how I see it. That's how I've always seen it.
And I'm making films right now in university, so yeah, I'm actually directing projects as we speak. So
yeah, Mr. Spielberg Jr. here.
Here's hoping.
And producer is Alex Mercer and Adam Friedlander. So there's 2 producers, it seems, of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and so they're on producing. And Shagan Akinola's score was, again, got the balance perfect. Listen, the way he's going, the soundtrack for Series 11 is going to be spectacular. It's just
read whether when the album comes out, soundtrack, I'm going to be intrigued how much the tracks stand out on their own without the visuals.
Without the dialogue and the visuals, yeah.
I'm really intrigued about that.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting, isn't it? The one thing that annoyed me, and I am fed up of modern pop music, I often complain and rant about it's hard to escape from it. Just when I thought I could escape from it, Doctor had to blare out this music. I don't know what the song is. I do not care, but I didn't want it in Doctor Who. I don't want modern pop music in Doctor Who. I do not want it. I'm trying to escape it time after time, but I just can't.
As we've seen episode 4, you're not going to get away from it anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I know. Grime. But we'll get to that. Arachnids in the UK, which is next. And for those of you who are interested in trivia, the title is a nod to an album by the Sex Pistols. I've forgotten what's their album called. Pardon?
Anarchy in the UK.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Sex Pistols, what a great band! Oh, so pretty. I think that was them. And God Save the Queen. Not the national anthem, but the other one.
Oh no, it's the national anthem to many people.
Well, in the punk world, it is. Anyway, Arachnids in the UK. So this Chris Chibnall is writing it again. He's getting greedy. No, Chris, you shouldn't be writing more episodes. I'm making Ben laugh. Chris, please, just sit back and relax. Do you really not trust other people to do it by themselves?
I mean, not publicly, but I write my own Doctor Who series, and I'm currently, if I was ever going to be showrunner, I wouldn't want to trust many people with my little baby. So,
well, no, I would not. You would not be writing if you're working for me. You wouldn't be writing every episode.
Which I can also respect, but I think there's a degree of. I think like you're not the only person I've heard complain about that. I've heard a few people complain that it's Chris Chibnall writing almost every episode. But I think the way I think about it is they're trying to put out their vision and their own world of Doctor Who. And for a show which is so long running as Doctor Who is, it's 55 years now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And that's insane, really. I think if you've got your own vision, I think people. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that maybe you've got to think that if you've got this vision and you fundamentally think it's unique, I think it's understandable that you take the lead. Well,
yes, I would, but I disagree. If I was showrunner, I still wouldn't write every episode.
Yeah, I think Rosa was a lot of it was
Mallory Blackman.
Sorry, Blackman, because I've read sections of Noughts and Crosses for novels, and it's very akin to that. It's very similar. So I think Chris Chibnall only got put on that cast because he helped maybe with when the Doctor arrived. You know, the first scene when they arrived.
Oh yeah. I should hope so. I'm hoping he didn't have many involvement in that episode. I just feel very strongly about this. So
it's a bit like the Zygon inversion.
Yeah.
Stephen Moffat's name is on that, but the only thing that Stephen Moffat actually did in the whole thing was he wrote that speech at the end of the Zygon inversion.
No, that was Peter Harness who wrote that speech. That was.
Well, Moffat's lying, as I've seen on an interview. He said he wrote it.
Well, Moffat lies, and anyway, he's gone out the door.
I was just trying to give. I'm sorry, I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm just trying to.
No, it's okay. At least you're stopping me having go about a big rant about that.
Trying to put a different point of view on it.
Yeah. So the next episode, Arachnids in the UK. If you don't like spiders, even small ones, no. Because the spiders are very, very big.
And very, very realistic in the effects.
Yes. Because obviously Planet of the Spiders 1974, well, obviously they didn't really have CGI then, so you could probably understand why that spider, you couldn't really take it seriously. This, however, this is a different beast entirely.
Fairly scary. I think it's safe to say for anyone who has even the slightest bit of arachnophobia.
I think you would poo yourself, I think, by the end of this
You're
episode.
quite right there. I think, I think if you've got anything to do with spiders, I mean, I'm not a massive spider fan.
No, I go a bit crazy when I see insect. I just like say, kill, you're gonna die with my electric tennis racket. Sorry, I better calm down my excitement of killing insects. Sorry.
Oh, damn it. So Arachnids in the UK. Do you want me to start this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one we start with our new guest star,
Chris Noth.
Chris Noth, yep, and who is playing a billionaire tycoon who controls loads of businesses and is an overall.
And applying for president. I wonder who that sounds like.
Yeah, let's move past that.
Making Doctor Who great again.
Let's put it this way, there's no real shock that the first thing he really says in the episode is "you're fired."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Chris Noth, he plays Robinson.
Yeah.
And we also get to see, just remembering the name here, Naja Khan, who is
Shobna Gulati, who has been in Coronation Street. And have you ever seen the comedy Dinner Ladies? Have you?
Yes, I have.
Victoria Wood, yeah.
Yep. We see, and that's that role that she's playing is Yaz's mother.
Yeah.
But it's just as quick as we see the character, as I've just mentioned, Robinson sacks her on the spot. Because he's... how do I find it another way? Very quickly, we put to the Doctor and her companions traveling around time and space, where we get, I think, one of the most epic shots out of the whole series so far,
which is the vortex in all its glory.
But I just love the reinvention of it.
It reminded me of the. Do you remember the 2010 trailers before Series 5, before the lightning vortex? It was that swirling, rivery.
It's really interesting. I mean, it matches the opening title sequence.
Yeah.
No, I think the bit which made me just sit back and go, whoa, was the moment where it came out of one part of the vortex, and there was like this almost honeycomb thing of all the different, subsections you could go off.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool effects. Like, I would hate to have been an editor on that scene because someone tells me I would be crying. But yeah, great scene, and nice to see that the TARDIS is already sparking and almost exploding.
Yeah.
Already. Oh god, she just left the brakes on again, didn't she?
Careful.
Oh, that's a Matt Smith joke. And they arrive back in Sheffield. Now, to people who look at leaks and look at things online, this scene is the first time I've seen it properly in the show, but this was actually the shot which was the very first shot, I think, leaked online.
No, it was the first shot that was leaked was the woman who fell to earth, which the doctor's saying she was a white-haired Scotsman.
Good job. Will has a better memory than me. And I again made myself look at it on the internet. This is always a good job. Flower crew. Because I'm a good YouTuber, I hope. Thanks, Will. See, that was. Oh, I can't say language on this. We see the scene that was leaked where the doctor gets out there and see, told you I could do it, and other lines that I'm not going to paraphrase. But yeah, we get a nice little moment to him. Well, we get a nice little moment.
I've lost it.
The channel is now mine. I'm sorry.
Oh, excuse me. I just need to go wipe my eye. Could you continue on?
Oh yeah, this is my channel. Hey. Lovely moment. You think the companions are going to be leaving the TARDIS because it was already set out that the Doctor was going to. Well, the Doctor was never going to take them on adventures anyway. They got pulled along for the ride in the one who fell to Earth, going through the Ghost Monument, and then Rosa by accident. So we think the Doctor's about to go away on her own, and Yaz invites her for a cup of tea. Very traditional British. They all sort of shoot off, apart from Graham, who says he needs to sort out something himself, which we'll pick up later on. And Will's not back, so I'm going to carry on going.
What did you say?
I've just left it on the spot where the Doctor and Ryan go to Yaz's for a cup of tea. His own thing.
Oh, okay.
Are we ready now?
Just about, yeah. 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 Water's good.
Oh, dear. Was it that funny me making a
Well, I just thought, because Marcus likes disasters, so by the way, if just off the subject on my YouTube channel, I do a show called The Debate with my friend Marcus. I've lost it. I lost it on the other stream I did with the football stream with Ben. It was just, I'm losing it again.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, not every day you knock a presenter off their own channel. I will take that as a win.
Oh.
So, her family, her sister and her father. As the Doctor, I like to think it's sort of a Matt Smith sort of tribute, I think. Well, we'll actually back which is where the Doctor's going around buzzing. Oh, I love the flat. I wish I had a flat. I'd be great having a flat. I don't know, just like it sort of reminded me of Smith a lot. It was really funny. Just great moments by Whittaker. Acting just a complete weirdo in front of everyone. Which is appropriate for the Doctor. Your laugh is infectious. If you break me, that means no one's going to be on the screen. Hold it here. Oh boy.
Oh God. I think I'm gonna have some of my Milky Bar, I think.
Chocolate bar. Shout out of the evening. This is going to get a really emotional point in the episode, so I'll help me right now. Which is with Graham, and we real when he goes back home to wear his bracelet, and that was such a hard hitting theme. Just really came to show Bradley Walsh's acting. Just phenomenal as we see the return in sort of a ghost or memory form. We see Grace again, and as we learn that Graham hasn't been able to let her go, and anyone who's had anyone close and felt grief, it's very poignant moment. I think, and I think it's very touching.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm not.
How insensible.
I think the Milky Bar is calming me down. Milky Bar makes everything great.
And now Milky Bar have a new slogan, apparently. There you go. Next slide, I'll take that up. Everyone, I'm still nursing the
Let me put this down.
History doesn't. Oh God, you're making me cry, mate.
I'm crying. I'm crying of laughter.
Oh, was it a wise idea doing a two-part review? So yeah, we jumped back to the Doctor. He was going to collect a parcel from next door. And we find...
What the heck was that?
Knee blurred my nose.
Oh, okay.
Apologies for everyone watching this stream and watching in the future. Nursing the end of a cold. He was that funny.
Oh God.
You okay?
Just about.
Hang on in there. We're almost through the halfway point. We meet Tanya's character Jade, who is a doctor or professor, I think, for a university. And she's going to check on one of the students who's not called in recently. And with her permission, the doctor unlocks the door, and we get the first truly horrific scene in the new series, where the doctor opens, doctor finds the student opening the window, and she's not in a good way. Let's put it like that. She's there ain't much. And then the truly most scary moment comes in when the spider is revealed. And like I said, if you have any sort of arachnophobia, I imagine this is where most people turned off. Because if I had anything to do with spiders, I would have out of hand. So, yeah, I completely sympathise. But yeah, and the doctor, like any right person would, kind of likes it, which is a very appropriate thing to do. And very quickly, we yet again see the doctor really quickly thinking on her feet, like we did in episode 1. Which is quickly going to the kitchen and buying vinegar and garlic, and using that as a repellent to keep the spider away. Which is our first hint that the spider might not be alien. Do you want to continue on, Will, or are you so fine?
Right. Let's see. Let's see. Where there?
Are you not listening?
Yes. I am listening. Oh God.
Really sorry.
Actually, I just need to go. You know where? Can you just? Sorry.
I'm sure I speak in the chat when I say TMI. Okay, so we get to see a bit more of Dr. Jade, who is Jade McIntyre, she is, full time. By the time you get to see more of her character building up, and we find that she's a doctor of biology, specifically animal biology, and that includes that of the spiders, which is where it becomes relevant. Okay, this sounds like the Joker in the background, so give me a minute while I just go. I hope you guys can hear this, because this is the best Joker laugh I've ever heard in my life. That's all this goes. Mark Hamill. Oh, and we're just gonna carry on going before I end up breaking on the middle of a stream with all you guys watching. Graham meets up with the Ryan as he's found a sort of a carcass of one of the giant spiders in the attic of Grace's house. And meets up with the doctor, and as the doctor calls, Mr. Pickles was back. Hello, Mr. Pickles, how are you doing?
Oh,
away all the time.
Right. Where?
We then get to a laboratory where Jade has been studying spiders, and it is then at that point confirmed that this is not alien. The spiders have been growing and have been behaving irrationally for a good couple of months, which intrigues the doctor. You know, it's not aliens. Whoa. All words to that effect.
I'm going to be rolling on the floor at this rate.
Oh god. I'm trying not to join you, trust me. I've just about got it where I'm keeping stable. This is the best stream ever.
We're here till 9:30.
Right, we're here till 9:30, so I better get shit done. This then links back to the beginning because Yaz's mum got fired by Robin, as I mentioned right at the beginning, or Will became a living interpretation of the Hind. Yasmin's mum, Nigel, has asked her to come and pick her up. This is when all the gang sort of joins together at this hotel, which is being run by Mr. Robinson. So I tried to say that like Matrix. It's just dawned on me that was Mr. Anderson. I'm gonna move on. And this is when the second horrific scene happens. Again, arachnophobes. I think any of you left, this is time to leave. Robinson is taking a scheduled bathroom break, which and he hears something coming up the drain pipe. At which point, a massive, huge spider smashes through the shower and attacks his bodyguard and eats him alive. For the kids. It's a really, really good scene, and it's the first time you sort of see Robinson, like, the first time go from this very strong demeanor to. And it was a really, really well done acting, and really, really well done acting because of that shift that he showed in his performance. At which point the doctor arrives and thinks she'll check it out, which is one of the funniest moments. Where she sticks her head down the drain to try and see where the spider is, and ends up about that close to it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh no, I've dribbled down myself.
Information we all need to know, mate.
Oh.
You're right, Pooh Bear. seen one dream. Oh, I love it. Back to the review before we go over. If there's one scene out of the episode I think everyone should see, just for the hilarity of it, is just watch that scene where the doctor looks down the drain and sees the spider, like say, yeah, far from the face. Just a bit of acting. That's the biggest point. Just the right amount of oh, get out of there. Perfect. Yeah, again, Jodie Whittaker cracking me up as the Doctor. Just almost as much as Banksy, to be honest. Yeah, at this point, we start getting quite a fun little development in the story, which I really, really loved, which is which is I think why Chibnall decided to have such a big cast in Team TARDIS.
Oh, I've just realised that they won't be able to see you because I forgot to share the screen to Skype. Never mind. I'm sure I'll make a bloopers show at the end of the year. There's been many.
So while this whole stream has been going on and you've been vacating the premises, they're basically hearing this random voice over the sound. God, next time on Radio Ben. Sorry to tune in for the most boring radio in the world. Where there's no music, just a guy rambling for hours. I'm so sorry.
Excuse me. Excuse me again.
What have you had for tea tonight? Because I want whatever you're on.
It wasn't the bolognese, mate. It was when you said that you didn't want to mess up in the internet, and it's just starting it all off.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You don't want to put anything in your bolognese?
Yeah, I was definitely calm, but then I did lose it when I did my football stream for a bit, but that was after. So who knows?
Who knows? Active relevance. And that goes down as the most awful segue in the world. I don't know why I'm acting up the camera. You guys can't see. This is great.
They can now.
Oh, God. Yeah, the best moment for the episode for me was just after this point where all the cast who was still alive are now together because we get to see something which I love in Doctor Who. Now, I'm not so sure about other people because there's some people who quite like the Doctor with one companion. However, it's a turn of something I've not seen since the Ponds were in the TARDIS, and what I loved about the Ponds was their independence to the Doctor. And what we saw in this episode was the same thing, which is the independence in the sense of two independent stories going on at once. So we had Ryan and Graham going off to collect spiders and bond in their own way. And you have the Doctor, Yaz, Jade and Robinson going off on their own little adventure. And it was quite nice to see the return of that. I really miss that person because I've not seen that since Series 7 Part 1. So for me, that was very well done. he's still recovering from turning into one of the hyenas from the Lion King.
I better be prepared for it.
Oh, God. I knew the Lion King joke was coming. One day you might be kicking me. We see the return of that great thing. Skipping a couple of scenes because we are struggling with time. You find out the reason why these spiders are so massive and so deadly. And what I liked was one aspect I quite liked, which was it was the that the hotel, as well as all the other hotels that this tycoon owns around the UK, were built on landfill. Now, it's a little bit sci-fi, but it's not too far from actual science enough that these mines, massive mines filled with rubbish and landfill and all that, were
excuse me,
were creating some type of toxic waste for some, for a better terminology. And I thought that was quite a nice idea because, we have seen that there are real experiments on spiders nowadays, and there is one type of tarantula now in the wild, which originated from being experimented on in labs. So, and it's a giant tarantula, so it's not too far from reality, which I quite liked. I think they only said toxic waste just because I think kids can easily more understand that instead of explaining all the methane and carbon and all that sort of stuff that would be involved in making a big spider. And I don't know why I said it in that way either. So we then, after the doctor has to find a way of getting all the smaller, in quotations, smaller spiders away from the queen, who is Big Mama. Let's put it that way. She is Big Mama. The way they do that might be better. Would have been a better thing for me because not sure if you can tell by the collection behind me or what, but I'm a bit of a metal fan. Rap/grime doesn't really do much for me. So the music choice they chose to make vibrations to get the spiders into a bunker could have been a better choice, in my opinion. I'm not going to complain. I know a lot of people probably out there and watching this now do like grime and rap, so that's for you. I kind of muted the TV on the second watch. A bit like what Will said about the pop song before. It's something we can't avoid, even if me and Will aren't a fan of pop stuff or rap.
I hate it.
It's not something that can be avoided, really, when most people watching Doctor Who nowadays. The modern consensus is a thing. People will like that type of music. I think the general consensus is that. So they use that to get all and again, using quotations here, smaller spiders into this bunker and close them off. As the gang prepare loads of stuff together to take down the big mama spider. which is when we get the big twist, which is that the spider, the queen spider, is going too big, so big that it can't absorb oxygen anymore, and is slowly suffocating. Yes, hilarious.
It's just because me and insects, I like killing them.
Well, you really liked what Robinson did a few seconds later. And the doctor goes to try, not to exactly save it, but I think try and calm it down so it can die peacefully. A bit like that creature from Vincent and the Doctor. You know, how he calmed the creature down on its last moments. But just before she can even do that, Robinson, who had found the gun from his bodyguard after he had been attacked, shoots the spider dead. Which is when we get the first truly serious response from the Doctor, as she is just appalled by what she just saw. And I never thought I'd ever feel sorry for a spider. I'm not a fan of them little critters. But no, I gotta admit, it touched me a little bit. I was like, damn. Bye-bye. It home quite a bit. And in the comments, actually, down in the comments, let me and Will know what you thought of that moment. Did you feel sorry for the spider,
or did you just want it to die like I did? I wanted it to die.
Well, get in touch in the comments below and let us know. Are you on Will's side here or are you on my side? I'm intrigued to know.
Right, I think I am finally back to my normal self. Whoa, that took a long time.
Nearly at the end of the episode, yeah.
Anyway, so Shagan Akinola's score again was perfection. It was really, really good. It got the right balance. Particularly Chris Noth and Shobna Glati. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. Where's the page I had it on? Nope, it's not that one. It's oh, did I close it?
I'm really sorry for you to have to do this, guys. I am really sorry. I'm nursing the end of cold. It's not pleasant for anyone really right now.
Right, Shobna Gulati. Yeah, I think her and Chris Noth's performances were particularly good. They were.
They would stand out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
They've had really good guest stars.
I actually didn't mind Tanya Fair's character too much either. Jade McIntyre. I thought she was actually quite an interesting character.
Meh, I thought she was average.
I didn't think she didn't do anything extraordinary, but I think she is going to have a bigger role to play.
Well, you do?
She seemed. Well, all this weird stuff's going on. Big spiders, all these controversies, and a person arriving at their door mad with alien technology, and she just sort of accepts it. Could we be seeing Unit again, is what I'm thinking.
Well, who knows? Chris Chibnall again is being greedy and writing it again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. You're gonna have to stop me from going into a huge rant. And the director is Sally Apahaman. I think I got your name right. And Alex Mercer again is producer. Yeah, it's that was a really, really good episode, I think.
I think it was the best episode for me, alongside the woman who fell to earth.
Yeah, and it didn't felt rushed at all.
It had an extra 10 minutes on the last two episodes. It had an extra 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. That'll be why.
Yeah, which was sorely needed. It was 50 minutes.
Oh, okay. Or 55 minutes or something like that.
It was 55 minutes, which is much better at something.
Oh, okay. Right, and well, we'll preview Sunday's episode. It's on at the same time at 9 o'clock on Sunday. If you're in the UK, it's on BBC One and BBC One HD, or if you're in the US, it's on BBC America. It's the Tassandra.
The Sugranga Conundrum.
Oh, right, okay. There you go. He got it.
Yes, I'm imagining you pronounce it like tsunami. So.
Oh yeah. Suranga. Yeah. Injured. So here's the synopsis. Injured and stranded in the wilds of a far-flung galaxy, the Doctor, Yaz, Graham and Ryan must band together with a group of strangers to survive against one of the universe's most deadly and unusual creatures. And guest starring in this episode is Brett Goldstein, never heard of him, never heard of her, Laurie's somebody, Suzanne Packer, who I thought she was directing it.
Yeah, she does direct.
All right. Maybe she's making a cameo. Maybe she's doing a Hitchcock. Who knows? For those younger people out there, Alfred Hitchcock was a very famous film director. And he used to...
Who he is, check out Psycho.
Yes. And he used to make cameos at the end of his films. But if you don't even know his face, you probably won't even have a clue where he is.
And you probably need to look him up on a Google search right after this stream.
Yep. Ben Bailey Smith, never heard of him. David Shields, never heard of him. Jack Shalhoub, never heard of him. So there's...
Smith, he's a pretty good actor.
Oh, okay. And... Christian Moore is writing again. Why? You've had your fair share of episodes. Leave it alone for a few episodes. Leave it alone. And breathe.
You okay now, mate?
Yes, I just had my little sort of rant. Yeah. I just needed to let it out, so so we'll be here for a few minutes, and then we'll be going.
All right then. I think the last thing I wanted to talk about was the stream. The stream. If I can get my words out right, is the last scene that we saw in Arachnids in the UK, where all three of them, for their own reasons, decide they want to stay in the TARDIS.
Yeah. Yaz for finding a family quite annoying. Graham for obvious reasons. And Ryan, that's it. I nearly forgot his name. I can't remember why he wanted to go in the TARDIS.
Because there was not really much left for him. He said, "Well, all I'm going to end up doing is just sitting in a workhouse and in a warehouse and be bored all day long."
Yeah.
Basically, and he wanted basically just the adventure.
Yeah.
And I think after the moments where we saw Graham earlier in the episode, that moment where he said, "I'm still breathing, and this is a way of giving me time."
Yeah.
I don't know, that really hit home for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, we got got to see the TARDIS in a. So yet again, we didn't say that on the stream, did we?
No.
Yeah, the Rosa and Arachnids in the UK.
Yeah.
The TARDIS has been brightened up.
Yeah, it's been better lit. Like in Eccleston's first series, the TARDIS was a lot darker, but towards the end of David Tennant's series, it was a lot lighter.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I quite like it. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan still, because I think the crystals should have been a different color to more be sort of the space age time machine we all know and love.
Yeah.
But no, when it's brighter and that, I can dig it. I can dig it a lot more.
Yeah. And also, just before we go, Vignette Robinson, who played Rosa, also did a really brilliant performance in Rosa. And I think all credit goes to Chris and Matt Stevens and Sam Hoyle and all the team, and particularly Andy Pry, because he's the one who asked, do you want to be in Doctor Who? He's the guy who rings these people, and we're getting quite a good set of guest stars, so it's really, really good.
Don't you say something? You'll lose the train of thought. The one thing I was going to say, which I mean, I think that maybe something they didn't do in the finale, but I'm not sure if this is bothering you, Will, or anyone else watching. To me, the one thing that I'm not so sure about is that the the new sonic screwdriver is more or less sort of been shoved together out of bits of tech and spoons. Don't you think the TARDIS would want to update it a little bit? Like, it's not like make a new screwdriver, but at least
de-bend it, because it's
and put like a bit of a dome over the crystal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like Smith's TARDIS had that sort of coating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think with it looking kind of iffy, the TARDIS could put it into the console and it would come out a little bit more sleeker, you know.
Yeah.
Less patchy than it is now. And I just find it weird that she just had the TARDIS now, 2 episodes, and the TARDIS hasn't,
updated the screwdriver.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. It just seemed a bit weird to me.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're gonna leave it here. I apologize for just completely collapsing, really, of laughter.
Without me, mate.
Yeah, and thank you for you did a really good job of considering you've got a cold, stepping in a bit to rescue, and I just about salvaged it, I think, at the end.
You couldn't end it a better way, mate.
Yeah. And I think at Christmas I will be doing a bloopers show, and yeah, I think
a lot of this will be in it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It'll probably be the whole show, probably.
Yeah, just put the whole middle section out of this. This will be the bloopers.
Anyway, me and him are going for a general chat off the stream, and what? Never mind. Anyway, guys, if you want to like, subscribe, and comment to the Line and Bun YouTube channel, only if you want to. I don't want to force you to say subscribe. Just if you want to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Line and Bun YouTube channel. I've probably got that drilled into your head. You don't have to, but of course, I'd like to get the ball, keep the ball rolling. Never mind. Goodbye.